Here's another misconception when it comes to inner work. We all think, oh, inner work is also chill. This is when shit really hits the fan. Outer work is easy. It's just straightforward. Here it's facing your inner demons, facing that shit you've been running away from, facing probably what is motivating you to take all your actions in life, right? To run away from, to run towards. Run away from myself, my pain, this void. Run towards something better. Motivates everything you do. What about stop running away from it, dive into it? Face your inner demons. Open that closet with the monsters, the shit that's running you, and free yourself from it. Now there's no longer anything to run away from. Now you feel great, and then from that you can thrive, as opposed to coping with yourself. But it's way easier to just focus on the external. We're so stubborn. For a lot of us, it takes really intense experiences to just break that pattern. For me, it took a fucking media scandal. I'm hoping for you it won't take as much. But it may. Something that helps is also just reflecting back on your life how nothing really worked. The whole it didn't work. Notice how you've been running the same patterns. There's all these things, if you do an audit on your life, you probably thought when I got those things, everything would be different. Right? And I'm sure you've got a lot of those things. But now you're on to something else. When will it end? If right now you had everything in the world, would you feel differently? If you had all the money in the world, you can't make more money. It's impossible to make more money because you have it all. Would anything change inside? No, because wherever you go, there you are. Doesn't matter how many friends, how many relationships, you'll still feel empty underneath it all. And it usually makes it worse. Because when you don't have those things, if you feel empty, at least you have the excuse. Well, it's because I don't have a relationship. It's because I don't have money. When you have it, and you still feel shitty inside, you start freaking out. You know? When you have things, you know people are like, man, if I just had friends. And you're like, fuck, I have friends. But why do I still feel empty? That's the worst. Okay? And once more, it goes back to the internal colors the external. This is what colors your world. Internally. It's changing that baseline. Right now, we're all in the same room, the same physical world, but we're not in the same reality. Your experience of right now, your world, is very different than mine and very different than the people next to you. Right? If right now you're, say, hooked on a state of anger, that's going to color your reality. You're going to be sitting here, and we have such a thing called RAS, selective focus, that's going to affect it. You're going to be looking around, and you'll be like, is the AC on strong enough? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Oh, damn it, I got this thing. That's going to color your experience. If you're someone who's scared, same thing. You're going to be sitting here like, are people staring at me? Are people judging me? Is Julien pointing at me? Is he going to point at me? That colors your reality. The internal colors the external. And rearranging the external won't help. You got to address the internal. When you do, you step into a new reality. Your experience of you changes, and the experience you have of the world around you changes as well. Okay? An easy one, just to kind of illustrate this, is an example, this won't be permanent, is say right now, let's do this. Say right now, I give you 1 minute, 30 seconds. I give you 30 seconds right now to indulge in complaint. Just think about it right now. All the shit that pisses you off in life. I'm sure there's a lot. All the stuff that stresses you out, that pisses you off, the shit you're kind of angry about. It's like, you know what? Fuck the government, man. And fuck traffic. And fuck that I don't have enough money. And fuck my job and my boss. Why do I have to go to work? What's this work? Fuck that work exists. Commute. I have to wake up early. Alarm clocks. Who made up that fucking shit? Fuck alarm clocks. Like, you have my permission, okay? My permission. Everything that just pisses you off, that you don't like, that stresses you off, that you're just angry about, just indulge in it right now. For 30 seconds, even verbalize it, like feel it. Just get pissed off. Ready? Go. 30 seconds. How loud? All the shit that pisses you off.
Doesn't put everything back the way it's supposed to.
Fuck my friends.
Okay. Now, if you did this seriously and you fully indulged, you should feel a certain heaviness in you. You're like, God damn, The world does suck. Look at all this shit. Like, for real. If you actually feel it, we all have it. If you tap into it, you're like, damn, you know, shit's hard, shit's annoying, fuck this. And there's that heaviness. That colors how you feel, it colors your experience. Now, one little trick, and this is not permanent, but it is a trick that will save your ass if you use it. It saved mine more often than not. Like in so many situations where I'm like, fuck this shit, affects my experience. It even affects how much energy you have. If you just shift right now, and this is the exercise, for 30 seconds, go back to all those things that pissed you off and ask yourself, can you be grateful for those things? Can you shift it to, I'm grateful for this? Say you're stuck in traffic. Can you be grateful to have a car to be stuck in traffic in? If you have a job you don't like or a boss you don't like, can you be grateful to have a job where you can be pissed at your boss? You know? So it's like going back to all those things and say, can I be grateful for this? And it's a challenge, just do it now, 20, 30 seconds. All the things that pissed you off, that stressed you out, that you hate, find a way to be grateful for them now. And just say it out loud and just notice if energy shifts. Go.
I'm grateful for my job and my boss. And feed myself and have a lifestyle. I'm grateful for the friends that I have. Keep me motivated and they're fun to hang around with. And I'm grateful for being alive and having people around me that share my same mindset and my work has.
Okay. Now, just as you do that, you sense reality shift, and you actually should sense some energy kick in. There's a lot of times where when that seeps in, you're just like, fuck that I have to do this, all those complaints. And if you're just able to shift to, you know what, can I be grateful for this? Is there a way to feel grateful? Boom, you feel energized. Even times where you're really tired. You're like tired, you're like, why'd I have to do this? I'm so tired, I just want to do that. And you're like, hey, can I be grateful that I'm even have the opportunity to do this and be tired while doing it? Yeah. And suddenly you feel energy. It's crazy how that shift happens. On a deeper level, you can do it with even being alive. Can you be grateful to just be alive and feel aliveness now? This actually helps tremendously. Even say when bad shit happens or adversity happens. Can you be grateful for the experience? And if you can't, even aliveness. I always like using the example of going to a swimming pool. Why do people like to swim? Why do people like to swim? Is it that crazy or fun? No. Unless you're doing it like, well, I'm just all about sports. I just go swim and I do my laps. If you're not doing the laps, why do people go and spend hours at a swimming pool or at the beach in the fucking water? It's crazy if you think about it, like, what are they doing? Everyone's just like, water. Like, why do you spend hours? Because you're not used to it. Literally, that's the only reason. You get there in the water and you're like, whoa. You go underwater, it's like bubbles. It's like that. Slow motion, whoa. That's the only fucking reason. And then we spend hours there just taking in this experience of being underwater because we're never underwater. What about with being alive? We take it for granted because we're so used to it. But imagine just being alive right here, right now is like going underwater. Like, whoop, you're in your body right now. First time ever. Whoa. Air. Whoa. And take that in. We never do it. We're like, well, of course I'm alive. Fuck this. It's like, no, take it in. How crazy this is. And that will change how you feel in your perception. You step into a new reality just taking on that perception. I kid you not. Whoa. The goal is to feel amazing right now, to fully accept where you are, who you are, right here, right now. Okay? So sink into this perspective. Being right here, right now. When you hear me ask you, how does it feel to be you right here, right now? Just sink into this right now. Whatever comes up. How does it feel to be you right here, right now? Sitting here, listening to my voice, watching me here right now, sitting in this chair. How does it feel to be you? And just tune into your body. How does it feel to be the person you are right here, right now? To look the way you look right here, right now. To be where you are in life right here, right now. Your whole life situation. How do you feel about it? And is there any resistance to being you right here, right now? And just welcome what comes up. Any resistance to feeling what you're feeling? To being right here? To being where you are in life? Needing things to be different? Needing to feel differently? Needing to look differently? needing your life to be different. I need to be smarter. I need more money. I need to be more successful. I need to feel differently. I need to look differently. I need this. I need this. Is there any resistance to being you right here, right now? Okay. And if there is, that is self-hate. That is self-abuse. All that resistance is self-hate and self-abuse that we carry on nonstop. Let go of all this and feel amazing right here, right now. Now, here's the catch. We think that by accepting who we are right here, right now, and letting go of all that self-hate, self-abuse, we're going to stagnate. It means settling. But that's not the case. Why? Because everything changes. Nothing is permanent. So there's a difference between needing that versus feeling amazing right now and having a certain intent, a certain direction that you follow as things change. But you're enjoying every step of the way regardless. And that's, in my opinion, what life should be. It's like composing a song. I played music since I was 8. I played guitar, and I remember composing a song. The first time it kind of kicked in, I was like, whoa, like, you know, some tune kicked in. And if you ever try to compose, it's weird, because at first you sit down, you're like, well, how do I compose? And you just try shit, and then something kind of comes out of nowhere. When that happens, and there's that seed of a song, my mind never went to, okay, I can only be happy when the song is recorded and complete and people hear it. I'm thinking, wow, this is going to turn out amazing, and I'm enjoying every step of the way of composing this, tweaking it with my friend, recording it, just as much too. Now it's done. Listen to it. You know it's going to happen. Your intent is directed there. It's going to be finished. But there's no rush to get there. You just enjoy it and fully immersed in every step of the way. Why can't your life be like this? Why can't there be a certain intent? You know what? I need to work on my health. Healthier intent. But I'm going to enjoy who I am right here, right now, in every fucking second of the way, as opposed to self-hate, self-hate, self-hate. Going even deeper, all you're left with, and this is a classic spiritual saying, is the present moment. It's just more of right now. What is the right now you've conditioned yourself to experience? The right now you're hooked in. If it's not feeling amazing, self-accepting, if it's self-abuse, self-hate, it's just going to be more of that. So why not enjoy every fucking step of the way? Life should be like a song you compose, a life you compose. This is Julien, and welcome to Transformation Master.
It was fucking amazing.
This was huge for me. This was so important.
This gave me by far the greatest epiphanies I've ever.
And we got like real deep, and I found some issues within myself.
One of the best things I've seen so far in my life.
What you're about to experience going through this program is what completely changed my life on every single level. Okay, be it health, wealth, relationships, higher purpose, you name it. This is the stuff that finally produced that true, long-lasting personal transformation we're all after.